Disruptive Technology of the Future, the Internet of Things by Molly Harwood. What is the Internet of Things? Throughout the video, I will be calling Internet of Things IoT just for future reference. Many people have seen an upsurgence of things, smart things in their daily life. And I'm not just talking about your smartphone, which is also your calculator, personal shopper, and oh, right, a telephone. I'm talking about the Internet of Things. These are devices that are connected together through the internet, but not a smartphone, tablet, nor laptop computer. These devices are combined together with automated systems so that information can be analyzed and then an action can be created from the device to help a person with the task. These devices have small computer chips and use a wireless connection. Chips like RFID chips that can communicate wirelessly and through a broadband wireless network talk to the chip and make this possible. Technology like this was being processed in the 1980s and 1990s, but the chips were too large, causing not enough read of a sensor on the sensor. These sensors talk with the wireless connection to give information to consumers. Kevin Ashton coined the term IoT in 1999, stating our things would soon be connected to our internet, creating the Internet of Things. So what types of devices exactly are IoT? There are fitness trackers like Fitbits or Apple Watches that monitor one's heart rate and fitness tracking. There are smart yoga mats and smart bikes that allow training recommendations and live streaming from a personal trainer to your bike, like Peloton bikes. There's also medical equipment and use in the medical field. A few instances would be wearable asthma monitoring systems that allow the user to know when an asthma attack is going to happen much longer before it's actually happening. Also commonly known are insulin pumps that monitor glucose levels and deliver insulin into the system when it's necessary, allowing less needle pokes into the skin. We also know about security systems. People are using internet connections to ensure the safety of their home with smart locks, door cameras, cameras in their homes, and also baby monitors. These allow access to someone's home from miles away, allowing the peace of mind. Not to mention there are home features that are inside the home that don't have to do with security. There are smart fridges programmed to sense what products are in the fridge and how expired they are and when they need to be replenished. Smart mirrors display weather, text messages, videos, while one is preparing for their day. Not to mention they show you your reflection. There's smart dog collars that track your dog's location, activity, and temperature, to name a few, but I want to talk about the smart TV because that's what I have. Smart television is connected to the internet, which makes suggestions of what you watch, and you can stream your music on there, you can stream all of your apps that you watch TV with. Not to mention, you can also use your service provider if you have like Dish or DirecTV. This has made it easy for me to watch the TV shows that I like and also have recommendations of things that I didn't know I would like different channels. Mostly stick to the free stuff, but sometimes you can rent a movie right there. You don't have to go to the movie theater. You could just rent the movie, probably for what it would be worth anyway if you went to the movies and ended up getting your popcorn. So, makes life a little easier for people. But I think in general, this smart technology is making life easier for people just because we have been able to create with sensors and an internet connection a way to detect low insulin levels if someone is breaking into your home and to promote your leisure activities like making your coffee or finding out your dog's temperature. But it impacts the quality of life for many individuals. The reason I chose this is because I didn't really realize how much it was impacting people. I knew that there were smart fridges and smart microwaves and your dishwasher can tell you when your load's done, but I didn't really realize that things like the medical side were really coming into play here. So, is IoT a disruptive technology? What exactly is a disruptive technology? They are technologies that use previously existing inventions or way of life and improve our quality of living now. So, IoT is making life easier by connecting everyday devices and allowing them to make changes and suggestions to our life. It's creating a more connected world. So we're able to have information through what these devices are learning to better the quality of our life. With the information, we can learn so much more about the decisions we make and why, and allow companies to make suggestions to us, which allows us to buy more things that will better our quality of life. As we gather this information, then we can learn things about ourselves as well. This offers an opportunity to be efficient in how we do things, saving us money and emissions in the process. For businesses, they can run smoother with better outcomes. So they're able to make better decisions off of what they're going to do, saving money and time, money and factory time. As of today, there are more smart items than there are people in the world, which is insane. By 2025, experts predict 41.6 billion devices connected to the IoT. As we talked about in class, self-driving cars could use this technology. Just program where you want to go into your destination, and then from your smartphone, you can get in your car and it will drive you there. But with good comes bad, and the ramifications, there are three areas that scholars are talking about: breach of privacy, or reliance on the technology, and loss of jobs. A breach of privacy, anything with an internet connection can and will be hacked. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. As we know, in recent events, people were hacking into wireless baby monitors. People are using some of these devices to be safer, but ironically, they could be just as dangerous. So, information that is being used to run the devices could be used to steal identity or privacy information, and this could be leaked. This would be bad for large businesses because people would be gaining access to personal information. Also, some people aren't so keen about companies using our information that they're gathering from these devices to analyze data, sometimes unsettling. Some companies were talking about the use of the thermometer. They could tell what time people were gone from work. So if someone hacked into your thermometer, they could see the down times, and then they could see when you're at work, and then they could break into your home. They could shut off. Once they break into your thermostat, they could probably use the same network to break into your door lock and deactivate that. So really, scholars were stating once one thing has been hacked into, the others could all go as well. We could see an over-reliance on technology. An over-reliance on the smart technology could leave people unable to make decisions on their own. If the Wi-Fi goes out, they would be unable to heat their home. If the thermostat is connected, they wouldn't be able to watch TV if their TV is a smart TV, and maybe they wouldn't be able to unlock their door if it's a smart lock. This can cause serious problems if anything glitches. There's also the loss of work. As we talked about in class, some jobs have been taken over by machines. Machines that can take inventory and talk to one another and keep track of things make humans almost obsolete when it comes to jobs like that. That is until something breaks, of course. There is a thought we will be the ones benefiting if every device is smart, but we have to ask ourselves, are we being smart? So what is the future of IoT? The next steps we can see is, as there is a drop in production for a drop of price in production for sensors, we can probably see more smart items. However, the standards of these items need to go up and the privacy needs to be improved. The UK is already working on privacy standards and a item standardization of these items, smart items. They want to make sure that people are safe while using them. So that's just some more things to come. Once one country does it, another is probably going to have to jump on. We are into the very early days of this technology, so ramifications are going to have to come into play here. This begs the question, exactly how far are people willing to go with IoT entering their lives? When is too much? Will people allow their information and lives run by devices, and are there real risks to this? This is something everyone needs to think about when they are using these devices. And lastly, we can see the ideas coming of entire smart cities and buildings, the doors locking up, temps being cooled down, and lights off when closing time comes. Cities are already working with companies such as AT&T to monitor the structures of bridges and roads. Some companies are putting sensors in actual concrete now to be able to see how long it lasts. So this will really be formulated into how things are being built, especially if we have things like smart cars and if people are going to be using them more or people aren't going to be using them as much, and how buildings are also built against natural disasters. This is all allowing companies to monitor how our lives are and how it can be made better. The disruptive tech of the IoT world is an interesting one, and we can only wonder how far it will go.